Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the One Meal Channel, episode 119, where we make a meal that is large enough to feed an entire family and consume it all ourselves in our one meal of the day. And if you want to enjoy watching this video as much as I enjoy making them, grab yourself a beverage or something else that you enjoy eating or drinking during videos. I'm going to have some chicken broth, and let us celebrate with a toast with one another for another upload. Well, after dropping some absolute knowledge bombs the last couple of episodes on you, if you haven't seen them, you should watch them. I think I'll try to chill out just a little bit more today. Although I am in a particularly good mood. This chicken broth tastes particularly good. I think I will have myself another cup. I have a graveyard shift tonight. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon right now. I'll be making this, eating, getting a quick nap in, waking up, going to the graveyard shift, and then doing this all over again. I've mentioned to you guys before that although we have a massive pile of food, typically I eat all of it in a single meal. It's days like today that sometimes I won't eat everything all at once. Instead, I'll have a few bites, save it, and for after I wake up, so that I eat before heading out to my graveyard shift, and not immediately before going to bed. So I'll see what I do today. I've noticed I actually don't sleep that poorly. At least I don't feel like I sleep that poorly when I eat right before going to bed. It's just, like, I don't know, some acid reflux or something like that. I don't have that issue. I just noticed that my stomach feels a little bit more acidic when I wake up. You know, if I have any sort of gas, it's a little bit even, I just feel bloated. I think that's the best way to put it. I just feel bloated when I wake up. So clearly my body is not digesting my food well. Or from a sleep only perspective, it doesn't feel that bad. Yeah, I certainly think eating something like an entire pizza before going to bed would be awful. That sounds horrible. I wonder if there's some food that you could have that would just not bother your body as much as usual. And let's not include salads here. I know that is food, but let's talk about some food that you would think would cause your body some pain, and then ultimately doesn't. If a salad causes you pain before going to bed, gosh, I mean, it's amazing how we live this long as a human race. So we're going to do something a little bit different for you new viewers. Don't click away. This is not as disgusting as you think it is. This is just some chicken broth, some chicken stock that I had cooked up here a couple of days ago. Typically, I'll just put some regular water in here like normal people do when they make rice. But I actually, by the time I had 3 chicken carcasses, which is what I do. I have a rotisserie chicken. I'll pick it off. That'll be my chicken for my meals. And once I have 3 chicken carcasses, I'll use that to make more stock. Last time, this is clean. I literally just used it and washed it off. Last time that I was ready to make some more chicken broth, I hadn't finished what was left in this pot. It's because I was exclusively using it just to drink once a day, about a cup, maybe, 4/3, a cup and a third every day. And we're just about, frankly, ready. I mean, we're almost out of chicken again. We almost have our 3 carcasses already. So, now that I got all of that out, Fumbling through my words. To summarize, I need to get through this chicken stock really quickly. And so we are going to do the chicken broth in the rice maker. It's going to stick to the bottom way more than what you would typically want. So that's a downside. But the rice is going to take on all the flavor of the broth. It's going to be really delicious. I also believe it might take just a little bit longer for it to cook up, since I have to boil a thicker liquid. But we will see. We will see. Oh, I do have a story for you guys. I do have a story for you guys. Let me get through this onion here, because this story requires props. This is a ridiculous story. Yeah, let's get this taken care of. Story has to do with this. I'll show you that later. Okay, sorry about that. Told you I had a story for all y'all, and then I kept all of you waiting right there. Said I do work from home, so I have 2 jobs, one part-time, and my work from home job is full-time. And in order to, I try to upload a video every single day. In order to do that, I gotta cut into work time a little bit, and I just got a message from my boss. Nothing super urgent, but I did want to take the time to answer that real quick. So, anyway, story time. Noah and I, my roommate, we have a habit of going to the local gas station and picking up like little drinks and little treats for each other once in a while. Try to be pretty healthy. I'm trying to cut down on energy drinks. I used to have like an energy drink a day or every other day. And I haven't had any energy drinks since coming back from Japan. So Noah asked me, hey, I need you to go to the store with me. What do you want me to get you? And I said, just get me the most vile, disgusting, just rancid energy drink that you could possibly find. And he brought me back like this Mountain Dew amped combo energy drink, and it was weird, but it wasn't that bad. It tasted, it's like a juice, like a carbonated juice. And so we went back the next day, and he goes, all right, what do you want? And I go, well, again, just give me the most disgusting, nasty energy drink that you can find, but not the same one as last time. And he goes, okay. When he comes back with this, I've never seen this before. I've never heard of it. I don't know how they got it to 0 sugar. I don't know why they called it white gummy deer. And I don't know why it has 300 milligrams of caffeine in it in a single can. This is, when I said gross, rancid, disgusting energy drink, I didn't have that in mind, but that is definitely, that exceeds my expectations. I didn't drink any of it. What I did was I opened it, and then it started bubbling over. I actually have a video of it on my phone, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like right here. And the video goes on for like 20 seconds of it just bubbling over like that. I didn't shake it. I just brought it home, opened it, and it just practically overflowed and bubbled on itself. And I poured that out. I took a swig of it and then spit it out afterwards. It just tastes like cotton candy and cough syrup. That by far is the worst energy drink that I've ever had in my mouth. And I drank a lot of weird energy drinks as like a middle schooler, high schooler. Yeah, you think NOS is bad? Wait till you get a mouthful of Bucked. It's really bad. So anyway, I figured I'd mention that. I haven't had an energy drink since coming back from Japan, and I guess I won't be having one for a little while longer. So let's take a look at our rice right here boiling up. Like I said, it is going to take just a little bit longer to cook up. What a typical bit of rice would be. The onions have sweat pretty well. It's helping keep the potatoes from sticking to the bottom of the pan, which is nice. We've had that issue in past videos. I think this is probably the least sticky we've had it so far. I don't like cooking or eating butter. I don't like cooking or eating with any sort of oil. Cooking with the grease and the fat that comes from this meat in a pan is my preferred way of cooking. Since this is all I typically eat, I don't really need to change out my fat types from bacon over into beef tallow or something like that. But if I was cooking something different, I would switch over to beef tallow. Now I do cook with butter and oil from time to time. I think you've even seen me on the channel do that before. Oh yeah, this is just a carcass. When I was telling you, I'm almost out of chicken. We got 2 carcasses here. This is our final chicken right here. Dang. Okay, yeah, that's a mega pull right there. We took the leg, the thigh, and the entire backbone as well. Okay, we don't need the backbone. I've noticed that leaving, I like the skin, so I keep the skin. But I noticed that leaving more meat on the carcass leads to just some thicker chicken stock. I enjoy the chicken stock a lot better. So I'm not spending as much time, trying to get every last piece of meat off of this chicken. Like even this with the leg, we'll leave that skin on the bottom there. Take that knuckle, add it back. Just rip this up into smaller pieces. Make sure we don't get a pokey bone. Let's see what we can do. this wing. Oh, these wings do not want to come off. You pull the bone out, but no meat along with it. There we go. I think what I'll do, this will take the bones off of this. We'll probably do like half of a chicken breast along with this. And that way tomorrow we can have 1.5 chicken breasts as well. And that will be our final chicken carcass. Go grocery shopping in the morning, pick up some more onions, pick up some more chicken. If I can remember, pick up some soy sauce so that we have a little bit more of a variety of flavors to our meal. There we go. Big old chicken breast. That's a pretty big piece. It's a pretty big piece of chicken. So I'll just take this little fillet off the bottom and then probably rip that off as well. Perfect. We'll just add this back. I don't feel any bones in there while I'm cutting. That's good. Pretty confident we'll be over a 2-pound meal today, which is good. Okay, all right. Yep, take a look at that rice. Looks way better now, doesn't it? Let me get the fog out of your face. Okay, we'll finish that off. Rice is almost done. I think this is overcooked at this point. But because of how much moisture we retained from those onions, it kept everything. Look at that. Really turned out really well. Not getting any sticking in the bottom. This is perfect. Maybe I should let my onions go a little bit longer than I usually do. Could be the solution to our problem. Of course, when the rice comes out, it's a completely different story. Let's add this here. Let's put our chicken away again. What I used to do is I used to just debone the chickens as soon as I got them, and then just take the carcass and immediately make a chicken broth out of it. But it's a lot of work to debone that chicken, and you know your timing isn't always perfect. Maybe you don't need, you haven't used up all your chicken broth from the week before. So it's been way more convenient for me to simply pick off the carcass as we go throughout the week. And by the time we're left with just carcasses, add it to a broth. So we're almost done with our meal. Again, at about the 20-minute mark. Our videos have been about 20-25 minutes recently. I like that. I think that's a good timeline for a cooking video. Let's finish off a little bacon snack. Drop one along the way. Come on, rice. Said it would take a little bit longer than usual, not twice as long. Anyway, after that long extended break of eating bacon, I'm reminded back in high school, playing sports, we'd have our like football. I know we go to a football camp once a year, but that's not what's top of mind. I forgot what it was called, but just I think it was like once a week we'd have some kind of potluck or catering service brought into one of the lodges in town. And it was a little competition with the team where whoever could get in line first would just serve themselves a massive, massive pile of bacon. And the competitive nature that I have, when I had my opportunity to be in the front of the line, you've never seen a bigger pile. You've never seen a bigger pile of bacon. And nothing went to waste. I ate every last morsel of bacon, and it tasted delicious. I was proud of myself. Everybody got a chance to have some bacon. But you know, no one's gonna like just take the bacon away from you and, you know, put it back where it was. You know, the first person gets to make the mistake, you know, and then afterwards the coaches and the staff, hey, don't do that. Hey, everybody, just have everybody grab a smaller portion of bacon. Don't be like Nathan over here. So they might, you know, verbally reprimand you a little bit, but they're not gonna like take your bacon and put it back and like redistribute it among all the rest of your teammates. The first person gets to do whatever they want. So we probably did that. I mean, we were troublemakers, so we probably did that. I think we had 8 of those types of events, and I only had an opportunity to be in the front once. Yeah, around our 5th and 6th event, we had like a full-time bouncer, one of our coaches, standing in front of the bacon section. I think by our eighth little event like that, I think they just stopped serving bacon entirely. I think because of that one little competition we had, I think they switched the event schedule to afternoons and evenings, just so that they wouldn't have morning breakfast anymore. So we were a pretty influential bunch, us offensive linemen. So look at this. This is pretty nice. Nothing sticking to the bottom of the pan. You have tons of chicken broth that we're consuming and cooking with today. And so because of that, I don't think I'm going to season this with anything. The chicken broth is already seasoned with salt and pepper and paprika and chili flakes and thyme, just all sorts of stuff. So all of that flavoring getting into the rice, and therefore into the rest of our meal. It's going to go over just fine. And this is not as dry as our meals usually are. This has some significant moisture to it, which means it's going to add some weight. So we might have I mean, look at that pan. We've had some issues with sticking to our pan before. This might be the best condition our pan has been in since using this specific pan. And, you know, less sticking means more quantity of food for us. So yeah, we're going to be well over our 2-pound meal. So let's get this soaking. I believe I just heard another message come in, probably from my boss. So we'll get this we'll get this wrapped up here and I'll go back to work before going to sleep for other work. Okay. Weight. Pounds. Counterweights. 2.297, 2.3 pound meal. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. And that's how we know we did a good job. So, I appreciate all of you watching. I may or may not eat this whole meal tonight. I might wait until I wake up. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to get this video uploaded and prepare myself for tomorrow's video and tomorrow's one meal. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all then. Bye.